Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at my YouTube channel and my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to talk to you about crimp covers. They're a handy little finding and help you make your jewelry look more professional. So here I have an assortment of crimp covers, and you can see they come in all the finishes that you could want to finish your jewelry. Silver, gunmetal, antique gold-plated, silver-plated, copper. Most of these are plain, but on occasion you'll find ones that are corrugated or have a bit of a decorative, I've seen stardust finish. So whatever you need to enhance the piece of jewelry you're making, you can find it in a crimp cover. Now what a crimp cover is a little piece. It kind of looks like a donut with a bite taken out of it. And the idea is that just what it's called, you use it to cover crimps. When we make jewelry on bead stringing wire, often we use a crimp to hold it together. Wire gets looped back through the crimp gets flattened, and so you have this little flattened, squashed piece of metal that isn't all that attractive on its own. So what you can do is trim away that excess bit of wire, and then pick up a crimp cover. Now if you've ever tried to pick up a crimp cover with a pair of chain nose pliers, you'll find that it's very frustrating. It tends to just slide right out. It doesn't want to stay in there unless you position it just right. A pair of nylon jaw pliers is a little bit better, but my favorite tool is crimping pliers because they have these little round spaces that hold onto it perfectly. So what I always do is I face the crimp cover towards my non-dominant side and then pick it up in the crimping pliers. Be careful not to squeeze too hard, quite yet. And then I take the crimp in my non-dominant hand and just pop it right into that space. And then you can squeeze. And then you just close it up. You can use the pliers to make sure that it's closed nice and secure. And now it looks like you have a bead on there. That crimp is covered, and it just is a nice professional finish. Now here's a use for crimp covers that you might not have thought of. Let's say you have a strand of beads strung onto bead stringing wire and something happens to one of them. It breaks or gets damaged somehow, and you really don't want to restring the entire thing. What you can do is use your crimp covers to fill in that space, kind of planning and making a pattern. So you could perhaps put this one here and fill in a few other spaces like that, and then you just carry on, and then pretty soon your strand of beads is filled up and you don't have all those spaces and you don't have to do any restringing. Another project that makes great use of crimp covers is the floating illusion necklace, which I have a video of. Because they look like just little beads on wire, you can use these crimp covers to cover crimps on a strand of bead stringing wire where you see the wire, and it looks like your beads are just floating on it. Kind of a fun look. So for links to some of the tools and materials used in this video, you can go to the accompanying blog post. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do for 3 new videos every week. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when I upload. And make sure to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating. Bye-bye.